Thanks for coming back, man, and we appreciate seeing you again.
Yeah,
And it's all yours.
neck brace free.
No neck braces. A family for support in the other room.
Yeah, we've got dad duty this week. So next week school starts. So as you guys, as some of you that were here earlier saw, I got 2 kids, Rebecca and Maylee, 6 and 8. My wife Kelly, she's in here. The 2 of us run the business. If you ask her, she runs the business, and if you ask me, she runs the business. We have a lot of fun, and it's never easy. In fact, on the way here, we were trying to get our phone systems working properly. Wait, I wish we had setting against the internet connection. But through our growing the business, a little history, we started with 0 clients, not just for me and my agency, but 0 clients for American Family Insurance in Washington. 0.
Wow.
And there were 23 of us agents that opened up the state for Washington. And now you guys know how big American Family is, and there's thousands and thousands of customers. And so it was our job. They wanted to make sure that they hired the right people to, with insurance, you have to get people to buy into the insurance policies to have money to pay for the claims. And if you don't do that fast enough, you end up paying out too many claims and not collecting enough money, and then the rates might get skewed. And so they wanted to make sure that they hired the right people because they needed immediate action. And on top of that, they also needed the service too, because American Family came into the state and needed their reputation to be upheld and to show the people that American Family is coming in and not just in and out, but coming in to take care of people and to deliver what they promise. So starting from 0, and now my agency, we have a little under 6,000 policies, and over 9 years. And you lose some, you get some, and so the goal is growth throughout the whole time. And in order to have growth, there has to be some marketing and advertising, and that is my favorite part on the business side. You know, next to just meeting the people and taking care of the people and hearing people's stories and hearing about what's important to them and what are their worries. That's the second. Actually, that's the most fun that I have is doing the insurance reviews with people. That's my favorite. But on the business side, the marketing and advertising is. And so over the years, I've done a lot of different kinds of marketing. I've done different kinds of networking with people, researching things, taking classes, whether it be online or in person, whether it be networking socially over the internet, or socially in groups like these, or socially in chambers. I'm a vice president for the Tacoma Rotary. So I'm gonna have to pay because you are probably wearing your pin, it looks like. And you are not. You are not. Oh, and I am not. So we're gonna have to pay for that. Yeah. So when I'm giving advice to new businesses and to new people in a sales industry, and they ask, well, what kind of marketing worked best for you? Because we did well. And we're one of the biggest agents in Washington with American Family Insurance. And so we get asked, what advice would you give to a new person coming in? And being part of this group, or even at B&I, or somewhere where you are it's an exclusive group to your industry. I recommend that, number 1, get in one of those. And then 2, a social group like Rotary. Maybe it's Kiwanis, maybe it's The Tip, or Toastmasters, which I've done that too. But doing that right away, I think is important to get networked with people. And when you're networking with people, you have to remember that you do have goals. There is a purpose to why you're here. And there are reasons why you're spending an evening at a networking meeting with the chamber instead of being at home with the family, or at home working on a new motorcycle that, and I smell like gas too, Byron, because up until about 2 hours ago, I was working on a little 1966 Honda CT90. So part of, well, you have to remember that when you're going to these meetings, you're there to generate business. That's the end result. But you can't meet somebody and be like, hey, I'm here to increase my sales. I'm here to sell my widget. I'm here to whatever it is that you do. It just doesn't work that way because the business comes from the relationship. It's like if you join a group, if you're a guest, it's your first time here. If you join a guest, you can't come in and just expect I paid my membership and so I'm going to get referrals. You build a relationship with people first, right? Having a relationship already with Rick is going to instantly give you street credit, for all of us, because we know that he wouldn't even invite you here if you weren't pretty spectacular. So when you join a group, you have to build that relationship. Now, the elevator speech, or the 60-second commercial, as we call it, there's a couple different ways that you're going to use this, and that's the main reason why I'm talking today. I want to talk to you about the importance of it, and then also go into a little bit of the structure, maybe give you a couple of tips, because it's going to be different for each of us. We all have different content, we all have different styles. Jason Neighbors is a very spectacular, outspoken, energetic, talk with your hands type of person. There's a guy named Chris Shockley, some of you may know him. He used to get in the meetings and he used to take a chair and, I'm Chris Shockley! And then he would do either his whole speech on a chair in the room, or he would just say, good morning, and then he'd get off. And then but that was his style. And so that didn't say, he's been doing some stuff for me for years. But our 60-second commercial here, that's part of your membership, is you get the chance every single meeting to spend 60 seconds telling us what you do, what your products are, what's a good referral for you. You get to teach us about yourself and your business. And the end result goal is because you want to get referrals, you want to get business. Now, sometimes in these groups, you do build good friendships, and then this becomes a social time. And I love you guys, but if I didn't see one referral in here, and I paid dues for quite a long time, then I looked at it, and it wasn't because of anything that I was doing. I probably wouldn't come here every Tuesday for lunch just to hang out with you guys. I wouldn't do you guys the disservice of just coming here and eating lunch with you guys, because the other part of my membership is I'm here to get you guys business, and I'm here to refer stuff to you and help you guys grow your business. And that's the only way that this works. We recorded your 60-second commercials, kind of a surprise. You must have had us bugged or something. That is definitely, I don't know how he did it, but he definitely did his homework before he did his speech today. But I wanted to record everybody's 60-second commercials to see what the difference is between a surprise video on your 60-second commercial and what a prepared 60-second commercial looks like. And so that is our project. And there's no better way to see how you sound to other people than to see how you sound to other people. They're videoing. Who has videoed themselves doing a sales pitch of some kind? Byron? Yeah, that's awesome. When you were with the state?
Yes.
That's cool. It's a great way of training. And How many have done it in the last year? Very good. Wasn't expecting that, but that's a good thing to do because you got to keep yourself all educated and make sure you're on your game because things change. This is what, I printed this out, this is what's in our handbook. And I see that a lot of people brought their binders today. And so I printed it out just in case you didn't have your binder today, tonight as well. And there's over 2 of you guys right there, 2 of you guys right there. So we're going to do some paper for sweet. Okay, so I'm not gonna spend my whole time going over what this is, but this is something that was in your binder because when the group was founded, we knew the importance of this 60-second commercial. And so we wanted to make sure that people that came in, maybe that haven't done this before, they had some kind of format. Now, you don't have to abide by this, but there's a lot of good things that that sometimes you forget when you come up here and you wing it for 60 seconds. So there's 3 parts to a 60-second commercial. There's your intro, there's the body, and then there's the closing. And well, it gives you kind of a breakdown of some things in here to do. And I'm also going to break away from that to give some other, just for the sake of time, some other things that I think are really important to go along with it. Who's written their 60-second commercial down? 1, 2, 3. All right. If you, just as if you were coming to do a speech in front of a lot of people, you would prepare for that. The same thing for your 60-second commercial. It should have that much importance in our meetings as a speech. Now, it's only 60 seconds, but that 60 seconds is crucial to if you're going to get referrals or not. And if you look at our charts and you see that you're not getting very many referrals, your first line of defense is your 60-second commercials. Then I'd say some one-on-one meetings. Also look at how many referrals you're passing. Passing referrals is a great way to build a relationship with somebody and learn a lot about them. Does anybody subscribe to Inc. magazine? Inc. magazine? No. So Inc., INC, not like writing ink, but like incorporated. It's a business magazine. They had a great article on your 60-second commercials. And so some things that stuck out to me in one of their articles was making sure that your speech has 3 different things. One, the benefit, not talking about your product, but what that product will bring, the solutions maybe, the benefits, and not just talking about your product. The differentiator. So why are you different from your competition? You know, I heard a couple of people talk about why they're different than the other people that do what they do. We all have competitors in here. You know, we all could Google other people that do what we do in the area. So what makes you different? And then the ask. You know, biggest mistake when doing some social networking is not necessarily asking for the business, but maybe asking for communication again some other time. Maybe it's grabbing coffee. Maybe it's hey, can I give you a call sometime to chat with you about your industry? Maybe it's hey, can I swing by your office and drop off some business cards? It's the ask for something else in the future. And so now in this setting, in your 60-second commercial, you don't really need to ask for that kind of sale, like a next meeting because you're talking to a group. But I think it is very important to tell the other people in here how they could ask for that communication with the people that they're talking to. Maybe it's their client, maybe it's their family. It's asking for the business. It's explaining to them what a good referral is. A good referral is nothing other, talking about that in your 60-second commercials, nothing more than you asking for further communication with somebody that they know, because that's what you're trying to do, is you're trying to connect with their circles of influence outside of this group. That's what makes these work. Without everybody being an advocate of everybody, we just will be here eating lunch every Tuesday, and we won't see our businesses grow and flourish. So these 60-second commercials have to be clear, they have to be quick, 60 seconds, but you want to make sure when you're talking to people that you're not using insurance jargon, or not using tech jargon, or financial jargon, real estate loan jargon, acronyms, all this stuff. You're talking to people that might not know what you do, and so you need to, relay that to them clearly. So, yeah, no insurance jargon. You want to relate to the people. I'd start with either an introduction, a full introduction of yourself, telling people who you are and what you do, or it could be just a brief, today I did something different in mine. Through reading, I tried something different. Now, I didn't make it up as I went. I thought about it before, and I got all the structure down. I wanted to say what I did first to try and get people's attention, and not say I'm an insurance salesperson. Because if I started with that, you might never want to even know my name. I want to start with, I said, I protect the things that are most important to you. I thought that might get people's attention. Did anybody notice I changed it up with that? So if this thing on my name's Mandon Foley, I have an agency. I moved that to the back. I thought if I could get people's interest up front, they might want to know my name, and then they might remember it. Instead of just coming out front and say, I'm Mandon Foley, and then go into my thing and say, thank you. What's that guy's name? I was kind of interested in what he was talking about, but I can't remember his name. He said it 60 seconds ago, and I'm lost. So I decided to conclude it with my name. So, or in the structures, they say do it twice. Intro and in the end. So you want to relate with people and give them a story or an example of why they might benefit from your services. And the other thing is to change it up. Every week, you can see under the TBC member minute, it lists right here in the first paragraph, it's important to bring different stories each time to trigger new referrals. I could talk, in my industry, in the springtime, probably a good time for me to talk about insuring boats and motorcycles, because that might trigger a new memory for you guys. Like, oh yeah, someone just telling me they got a new motorcycle. That might be a good referral for me. So changing up the content's important. 60 seconds, you can't tell everybody everything that you do in 60 seconds. So in this group atmosphere, you have the benefit of practicing, because what you do here is what you can take with you to go do at the other networking meetings for a client. Kevin, what do you do?
Repair cars that are in accidents.
Okay. What do you do?
I help small business owners manage their most valuable resource, their human capital.
Forgot. He bugged us, and he
I did not.
and he totally did his research prior to this. I need a less canned answer. No. When somebody asks you what you do, that problems. You solve problems. I protect the things that are most important to you. Telling somebody not just your job description, it's critical to start a relationship, to get their interest. You know, if you, what do you do? I work for American Family Insurance. Okay, you know, it's kind of, if you start out with something like that, or if I said, Byron, what do you do? And he's like, I'm a landscaper. When you're networking with somebody, that is gonna get you great conversation, but it's not gonna get you business. If you answer that question with, I'm an insurance salesperson, I might have a good conversation with that person because I like people, I like talking to people, they might like talking to people, and then in the end, we go our separate ways, and we had great conversation. But are they gonna do any business with me in the future? Less likely. So you need to think about these things. And this meeting is part of your marketing plan for your business. It's not the answer to all of your sales goals. This is marketing, so you have to put thought into it. You have to analyze the data, and you have to make changes. You know, remember, the member minute is always a work in progress. Here's a worksheet to help you. At a minimum, here's a whole outline for you. And make sure you guys had it. In the first 10 seconds, name, position, company, where it's located at, hours of operation, type of current clients. Then the next 40 seconds, give a scenario, personalize it. This way is that you could improve somebody else's business, keep it simple. Then conclude in the last 10 seconds. What's a good referral for you? Throw in your slogan. Repeat your name. There's a structure right there. So your homework is to throw away your old 60-second commercial and just try a new one. Write it down. Follow this format. Follow any format that you want. Google it. Have some fun with it. There are so many applications on Google. I mean, the information is endless, but everything that we have even listed there is good. But use the time in this meeting to teach everybody else how to send you business. There are too many people that come in and just kind of regurgitate their name and their industry. And then they complain about not getting any referrals. And the first thing you do is look, okay, well, have I done my part in teaching everybody what to look for out there to send me referrals? If I haven't done a good job of teaching you guys what I do for a living, then I can't be mad at you for not sending anybody. You guys have no idea what I do. That's on me. This is your education time. This is your 60-second commercial every single Tuesday to teach us about what you do and the differences you make and how we can benefit from the services that you offer, the products you offer, so that we can help you build your business. And then every few months, you're going to get a 15-minute presentation. The format is exactly the same in a speech of 15 minutes that it is for 60 seconds. You can just add more content. You're probably learning that in Toastmasters right now, right? The format for a 60-second commercial is the same. Know your audience, know who you're speaking to, make sure it's clear, make sure you get the point across. Remember that it is your time to teach us how to send you business in order to give you more referrals. So make it important, because you're not here for a social hour. You have more important things to do than just eat lunch with people every Tuesday and take an hour and a half to 2 hours out of your day. I'd rather be spending it with my family later on if I could be doing productive work than it is. But this meeting is productive for me. This is a great marketing piece of my marketing plan. It's a great source of referrals, great source. My friends came with it too, but not enough people take it that serious. And so if you put this as your time to practice, and one of the best things about this group is being able to try different things so that when you go out there, you don't make a fool of yourself. And so we're a great sounding board. So your homework, and we're gonna record it again next week, is to practice your 60-second commercials. So, and what we'll do is, we will anybody that's not here, don't tell them what we're doing. And next week, we'll record them for the first time. So we'll let them go first. And then we'll record the canned ones that, we don't want them to go second because we don't want them to step up their game. And,
Let them look the fool.
yeah, we want to catch them off guard. So you can see the difference. And then I'm gonna work with Jason, which he doesn't know this part yet, but to put in put them together, so before and after. And see if they're,
Good plan.
is that something we can do?
Okay.
Okay, sweet. So I think it's gonna be a fun little project to see the difference for everybody. So it's also your accountability. So you got, so you can't tell John,
I won't.
we want you to flounder, especially for this
You
party.
guys are doing a good job shaming. Should I shame him at all?
We already know what he's gonna say.
No, yeah, no, we won't. We'll make, John's going first, and see if make the party.
Okay, I'll tell him that he's been shamed. And if you
Yeah.
continue that, then you can shame him again on his presentation.
Perfect. Is he the presenter next week?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
No, but his 60-second is, I guess.
So tell him he's the presenter next week. Just
Just
for, just for fun.
It is John Bailey.
Oh, it is.
Oh, well, they definitely tell that.
Is he seriously next week?
It's John, great job.
Oh, different job.
Okay.
Well, I think my time
What's
is
this,
up.
John?
It's great
I
job.
think John is in October. John Bailey.
Oh, okay.
It's probably a great check because he's new and other than. Does anybody have anything to add to that or any questions? No? Perfect. So
No, but it's been good.
I think it was really
Yeah, that was
appropriate.
awesome.
Yeah, helpful.
we need to utilize the time. We pay for it. We pay for that 60 seconds. So get the most out of it. Well, that's it.
Wow.